Lights are about to go out. Pecco Bagnaia is starting from the front row thanks to that pole position from yesterday. All hell will break loose in a few moments.
It's going to be full throttle, lights out, and we are racing here at the Italian Grand Prix. A really good launch from KTM star Jack Miller. What an electric start it was by the Australian. He just powers on by Pecco Bagnaia on the Interstandard Ladder for the first time. Jack Miller leads on the inside of Bagnaia. Superb by the Aussie.
Luca Marini looks like he's up to third place. Bagnaia trying to go straight back past Jack Miller, and he does do into the second corner. Then we've got Jorge Martin further back. Marc Marquez down 2 to 5th, just ahead of his brother Alex.
All the field then safely through San Donato. That didn't happen in the sprint yesterday with Alex Marquez's early exit. Marquez trying to find a way quickly through on Johan Zarco. That was getting really tight, wasn't it? Through they go into the first sector, drop down the hill into Casanova and Civelli for the first time. Breathtaking part of this Mugello circuit, and it's Pecco Bagnaia exactly where he wanted to be. Luca Marini trying to find a way through the Miller. That got really close going through Civelli.
It's Martin who's the leading Prem at Ducati. He's now through on Marini into third place. Johan Zarco has plummeted down the order. He's down to 12th on this opening lap.
I think Marini just had to check there on Miller going down to Civelli, and that left the door open for Martin to attack him going into the fast Albiato. Marc Marquez almost tagged the back there, didn't he, of Luca Marini. That was so close to disaster going down to Scarperia. Big head shake there on the brakes for Marc Marquez down into turn number 10. He was able to regroup and sit in that 5th place. We're on board with Fabio Quattro on the factory Yamaha. It is Bagnaia that leads by just over 4/10 of a second. Miller and Martin go for a game of there on the brakes in the San Donato. Jorge Martin using the Ducati power, eases on through. He is now up into 2nd place. Bagnaia then from Martin. Miller pushed back to 3rd.
So behind Brad Binder and Benzecchi is Aleix Espargaro. He's also dropped a place into 9th. Zarco into 10th. They've all dropped behind Binder as we see Marini going side by side with Jack Miller. Miller's now lost 2 places to 2 Ducatis, but he's fighting back.
Yeah, I think Miller was just a little bit wide there, wasn't he, coming through turn number 4. Marini just got alongside him, but Miller had the inside line then coming into this, one of the 2 fast chicanes here in Mugello. The problem is why Miller and Marini carve each other up. This is just allowing Bagnaia and Martin to start to stretch away at the front of this Grand Prix. The gap between Bagnaia and Martin through the 2nd sector on this lap 2 is edging up to nearly half a second. Yellow flags are out in sector 4. We must have lost somebody at the final corner.
Well, Maverick Vinales just dropped a place there, down the order down into 16th.
This is going to get really close. Alex Marquez, that was really late. A double dive bomb from Marquez. They are 3 abreast here. Jack Miller getting frustrated and angry with Alex Marquez. He came from so far back there to the Grazini Ducati man. He wasn't able to pull it up on the brakes going into San Donato. Miller did not like that one bit.
Well, Marc Marquez was on the inside of about 3 riders there. There was inevitable contact there because they were all going for the same piece of racetrack. But once again, it's just playing beautifully into the hands of Bagnaia and Martin. Martin set the fastest lap last time around. They're already over a second clear of this 3rd place guys.
So here we go then. There was Alex Marquez behind Miller. How did he pick his way through there? I've no idea how Marco Bezzecchi and Marc Marquez got away with that one. There we go again. Alex Marquez running in wide, then cutting back to the line where Jack Miller was already sitting. That was eye of the needle stuff, wasn't it, from Alex Marquez? You know what he had to do there? He had to release the brake, otherwise he was going to slam into his brother Marc Marquez. Simon, that was really scary. It just looked like Alex just had to let off the front brake there because he knew he was going to tag somebody. Here comes the decisive move then. Ducati versus Ducati. GP22 versus GP22 on the inside. Goes Alex Marquez. Is he going to hold that inside line? No, he's not. There's not a lot of room there for Marini to fight back on through, but he took it. Now then, Marini versus Marquez. This could get pretty feisty. Marini has the advantage. Oh, Alex Marquez, that was tight, wasn't it, going through turn number 3.
Through Bacchini, he's now on the back, he's behind Aleix Espargaro. So Benzecchi, who passed Jack Miller at the start of this lap, has now let the Australian through, and Aleix Espargaro. Benzecchi, though, very quickly looking to try and remedy that as he slipstreams his way through on Aleix Espargaro. This is a damage limitation afternoon for Marco Bezzecchi. He starts this Grand Prix 4 points behind Pecco Bagnaia in the World Championship. That lead is going to grow significantly if Bezzecchi doesn't get a move on.
Here comes the decisive move then. Ducati versus Ducati. GP22 versus GP22 on the inside. Goes Alex Marquez. Is he going to hold that inside line? No, he's not. There's not a lot of room there for Marini to fight back on through, but he took it. Now then, Marini versus Marquez. This could get pretty feisty. Marini has the advantage. Oh, Alex Marquez, that was tight, wasn't it, going through turn number 3.